Buenas y bienvenidos a GreedFall. Continuamos justo donde lo dejamos. Como ya sabéis, en el anterior episodio visitamos la aldea donde estaban los seres queridos de Vinbarr y en esa aldea pues nos comentaron que Cera, ¿no? Sí, que Cera pues era como la prometida de Vinbarr, por decirlo así, que ella estaba enamorada de él y tenían que estar juntos y bla 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 bla. Pues resulta que un grupo de eruditos de Himmek, porque iban vestidos como en esa ciudad, la tenía pues allí prisionera, la estaban torturando para intentar saber pues cómo entrar al santuario del saber, con fines, por lo típico, fines científicos y demás. Nosotros la ayudamos y ella a cambio nos dejó entrar y nos enseñó todo, pero por el camino se dio cuenta pues de que nosotros íbamos a por Vinbarr. Y bueno, decidió defenderle y al final pues la tuvimos que matar, por desgracia. Pero bueno, y todo esto nos ha llevado hasta aquí. Hasta la puerta hecha de raíces, la cual pues tendremos que abrir para dar ya con Vinbarr. Así que...
This must be the entrance to Vinbarr's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar.
Vale, sí, ¿eh? Tenemos que colocar aquí la semilla, pero parece que allí también.
This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are two seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
¿Qué tenemos aquí?
I need a bit of practice.
Pues nunca lo sabremos. Es que he visto que ahí había algo y imagino que será un coleccionable. En fin, vamos a colocar la semilla de cera y la semilla de la puerta de la montaña que habíamos encontrado, pues si no recuerdo mal, en la cueva del saber es donde la encontramos. En fin, a ver si Constantine todavía está vivo. Estaría muy bien. Uy, casi nivel 24. Supongo que algún enemigo habrá por aquí, así que... si subimos de nivel, pues... perfecto. Ah, vale, era una hoja. Es que había visto algo en el aire. Me he quedado en plan, ¿eso qué es? Nada del otro mundo. Y recordemos que Vinbarr, pues se está convirtiendo en una criatura alada. Así que... mucho cuidado porque... ya nos han dicho que son bastante rápidos y ágiles y son muy peligrosos, por lo que parece. A ver, por aquí podemos interactuar con algo. No. Y ya os digo, Constantine no sé cómo habrá llegado hasta aquí con vida. Es que lo veo tan complicado. No me digas.
King Vinbarr, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too renaixed to understand.
Leave him!
¡Dios! Ah, pues... Pensé que sería más fuerte, la verdad.
That's enough. Free him.
I cannot. Oh, source of life.
Free him.
Segunda fase, ya decía yo. ¡Ay, Dios! Menudo bicho. Vamos a analizar un poco el combate. Vamos a usar todo aquí. Pega bien, ¿eh? Uf. Me ha hecho bastante daño y eso que le he reflejado. Uf. Vamos a tomar una poti por si acaso. El tornado viene hacia mí. Ah, pero que el tornado me sigue todo el rato. Ah, vale. Ay, ay, Dios, que me mata. Esquiva, esquiva. Ay, Dios. Esquiva. Uf, bebé. Tiramos esto. Ahí. Vale. Ay, no podía esquivarlo todo ahí. Pero si estaba esquivando. La piedrita esta, creo yo, La piedrita es lo que me ha jodido. Uf, complicado esto, Vale. Vale, atrás. Bueno. Esto es facilito. La primera fase. No sé ni cómo me ha dado. Vale, saltamos esta escena. Vamos a meterle con todo. Hay que bajarle la armadura lo más rápido que podamos. Vale. Sin armadura, bien. Y aún estamos vivos. Esquiva. Joder. Me dio. Sí, ora, por Dios. Mira, ay, no, 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 tira esto. Vale. ¿Podemos? Vale, sí, podemos desviar eso, pero nos da. Eso lo he esquivado, ¿eh? Pero bueno. ¿Quieres tomarte la poti? Gracias. Uf. No, no, no. Toma la poti, por Dios. Vale. Uf. Uf, madre mía, combate intenso, ¿eh? Y por cierto, pues nos estaba diciendo que estábamos ciegos, que no veíamos el peligro. A ver si la Malicor es como... O sea, la maldición... No sé. Es que ahora mismo estoy pensando, la Malicor, a ver si... Es una maldición independiente de todos estos, de los insulares y demás. No sé.
Constantine, wake up, please, I beg you. Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed.
Ahora mismo... Lo que estoy tranquilo es que ya hemos encontrado a Constantine.
I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
De acuerdo, han pasado 3 días desde esta pelea. Que por cierto, vamos a ponernos puntito de habilidad. Vamos a colocar un puntito aquí. Y otro puntito aquí, va. Nos falta poquito para llegar a la bomba, que es bastante interesante. Mira, vamos a hablar con Constantine, a ver qué tal está. Pues ya os digo, todavía hay bastantes preguntas que responder. Y no entiendo muchas cosas de las que... hay. De las que han pasado. Pero bueno, lo primero, a ver nuestro primo cómo está.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason.
I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's
¿Qué
doorstep.
tiene en la
The
cabeza?
affairs of state can certainly wait another day. Let me...
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the 4th time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vinbarr was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just want to understand. Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor.
Es que... A ver, me alegro mucho de que Constantine pues no haya muerto y todo lo que tú quieras, y ahora tiene pues las raíces en su cabeza, que es pues lo que tienen los insulares y todo eso cuando hacen el ritual del que estaba hablando él ahora, hace un momento. Pero es que no sé, o sea, ¿por qué el Alto Rey estaba diciendo que Constantine debía estar aislado y no debía volver al mundo? Y claro, Constantine ahora nos está diciendo que esto, que ha sentido una conexión muy fuerte con la Tierra y no sé qué, no sé cuántos. No sé, es que no sé por qué, no me quedo tranquilo. Hay algo que no me encaja, no sé, a lo mejor soy yo, que estoy ya haciendo teorías locas, que no os sorprenda, pero es que no sé, no me termina de convencer lo que nos ha contado, o sea, lo que ha pasado con Constantine, no sé por qué.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Garants of Katasach. We learned of his death. Andevosht Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King, Vinbarr, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? And you dare come here with his blood on your hands? I cannot understand how Katasach trusted you. He was one of the only ones amongst us to give you his friendship. And now he is dead.
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
That you killed him, there is no doubt. But I do doubt he became the Muttman you describe.
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frichtemann, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Andevosht Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Vladnit, Katasach, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiefradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Who will win the vote in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the three chiefs that I spoke of could win. It is possible that some amazing feat places one of the Mal above the others. If Blagnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time. But that was not to be.
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to influence the vote for your own gain, but you shall fail this time. And you must go before the one we have chosen. Can I do anything else for you?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
Pues acaba de bajar nuestra reputación con los insulares -3. Últimamente, ya os digo, no sé si es por... No sé si es por algo que he hecho, pero últimamente como que no tengo opción a escoger ni nada, o sea, simplemente esta vez ha sido en plan... Cera se ha enfrentado a mí, no he podido hacer nada para impedirlo, -3 de reputación de insulares. Bueno, vale. Subo hasta arriba del todo, el Alto Rey. Tampoco me permite hablar con él. Vuelvo, digo que lo he matado porque se le ha ido la pinza. -3 en reputación insular. Es como, joder, es que queréis que me enemiste. No puedo hacer nada para no esto. Para no enemistarme con los insulares.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Que ya os digo, a lo mejor es porque la he cagado con alguna decisión o lo que sea. Y por eso no puedo hacer algo diferente. O a lo mejor tiene que pasar esto por huevos, no tengo ni idea.
I regret to inform you that your High King Vinbarr is dead.
And divorced Tire. He was a great man, although he left us a long time ago. But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true, and I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intentions, but rest assured, I seek only to bring peace to our lands. Peace brings life and prosperity by creating an alliance with the people of the continent. The lives of our people will be improved and happier.
There is something I would like to ask of you, if you were to be named High King. I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Henonmiel Frichtemann.
Of course. If I become High King, I would be glad to help you. You are Karant's Vignamri after all. If you really want to make sure that I win, you will need to seek the crown of the High Kings.
What is that?
It may only be a legend, but it is said that High Kings used to wear a very ancient crown. The first guardian would have taken it to the grave. If someone were to wear it today, they would surely be chosen.
And where is the first Guardian's tomb located?
Somewhere not far from here, since he fought his last battle nearby. The entrance to his burial mound is said to be guarded by a Nadaig Magaman, the path that leads to it, marked by his spears, and its entrance by a large dead tree. But beware. The Nadaig will not let you enter without a fight. Anything else?
De acuerdo.
Nothing. I must go. Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Henonmiel Frichtemann?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
It may be wise to make sure your pretender's intentions are compatible with yours. And if it's not the case, to find another. We wouldn't want to be the architects of a future we don't like, would we?
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
A ver, ¿qué más podemos hacer? Claro, podemos hablar con los tres para ver qué es lo que dicen. No os voy a engañar, Uyan creo que de los tres es el que más me convence, porque mirad, os explico. Deirdre parece la típica guerrera que va a estar muy reacia con los del continente y va a estar complicado que nos ayude, pero también es fuerte. Y honestamente no me acuerdo de Dunkas, la verdad. Ahora cuando le vea... Cuando vea a Dunkas... A ver, un momento. Vamos a marcar... Claro, pues que ahora me marca esto. A ver. Dunkas... La aldea. Ahora cuando vea a Dunkas, le recordaré y os diré qué opino de ese. Pero es que claro, Uyan también nos traicionó. Entonces, claro, al traicionarnos... No creáis que... Ah, vale, ya me acuerdo. Este también me convence, ¿eh? What? Un momento. A ver.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld. I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Pedirle su apoyo contra la Inquisición en nombre de Deirdre. ¿What? Un momento. Pero... hablar sobre el acuerdo con los misioneros. ¿Pero esto qué es? Esto es de otra misión, ¿no?
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
A ver.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
No.
Ah, esto es una
nothing
misión
new, sorry.
secundaria.
Continue searching.
Pero una cosa...
Shiora,
A ver.
Deirdre requested that I ask for your clan's help. She intends to attack a camp of the Ordo Luminous to set free their prisoners.
The Ordo Luminous?
It's the name of the Inquisition. The Red Suns, if you prefer.
The Sol Lasher. I see. What have they done this time?
They're still trying to convert your people by force. Those who do not accept the enlightened are taken to this camp where
Esto es
they
una
are
misión
tortured
secundaria
and killed if they keep resisting. Deirdre needs
que nos
more
pidió
warriors
ayuda
for this
para liberar a los
The
prisioneros y todo
Daesrad
eso.
have been deeply weakened by our defeat against the Lions.
Deirdre told me that you were in her debt.
I am, but she's asking a lot more than what we owe. Our clan might not survive this battle.
Since the Guard took over San Mateus, Teleme's presence on Tirfredi has only been symbolic. This fort must be one of its last bastions. It will not be very difficult to defeat them. And you could get rid of those who want to impose their faith on you by force.
If they have no more reinforcements, then you are right. We need to join forces with Deirdre's. I will gather my warriors and talk to them. Did you want anything else?
Vale.
Thanks. Goodbye, Asselt.
Gaisrad, Deirdre and her Sengedin Anadas will fight against the Sol Lasser, who torture and kill our brothers. She's asking us to fight alongside her, to set our people free and stop these monsters. Shall we rise to her call?
Our spears will rise in defense of our people.
Then it is done. Let's raise our spears and leave for battle. You can leave with a peaceful mind. My warriors will fight alongside yours and Deirdre's. We will meet near the camp of the Sol Lasser.
Vale, a ver, no os voy a engañar. Pensaba que podríamos hablar con esta, que tenía que ver con la historia principal, pero no. A ver, ve hasta el punto del claro. Convence a la reina Deirdre de que te ayude. ¿Y el otro dónde está? Convence al rey. Es que el rey Duncas, no recuerdo al rey Duncas. No me acuerdo de él. A ver, estará aquí. Es que ya ha pasado tanto tiempo. Es que ya no me acuerdo bien. No, por aquí no está. Esto no se puede ni abrir. Es que no me acuerdo ahora de dónde está Duncas. A ver. Esto es lo del puesto de avanzada. Aquí está el rey Duncas. Ah, claro, ¿cómo me voy a acordar de él si no hemos ido nunca? Claro, claro, ya decía yo, es que por eso estaba tan perdido. Es que yo era en plan, pero ¿quién es el rey Duncas? O sea, es que vamos, estaba yo aquí. Estaba yo aquí, que es que no sabía nada. Estaba como, pero vamos a ver, o sea... ¿Quién es el rey Duncas? Oye, pues igual nos viene hasta bien ir con él, porque necesitamos subir la reputación con los insulares. A ver. Vale, me duran 2 golpes. Cárgatelos ahí. Hay que pasar por aquí, ¿no? Sí. Claro, yo recuerdo que vi a estos murciélagos y dije, nada, paso de pelear contra ellos. Y resulta que, mira, que cubrían, por así decirlo, el camino hacia el rey este. Claro, ahora tenemos que ir por aquí y nos reuniremos con él. Claro, es que yo todo rayado en plan, pero ¿quién es este? Si solo conocemos a Ullan y a Deirdre. Claro, el rey Dunkas. No hemos descubierto ni el mapa, claro. Yo estaba en plan, pero ¿de qué están hablando? O sea, ¿cómo le iba a recordar si nunca le hemos visto? Pues supongo que tendremos que hacernos con su confianza y demás. Toma, tiraco en la boca. Nah, esta zona es de bastante poquito nivel. Joder, pero está dando guerra este, ¿eh? Toma. Ala. Continuemos. Nivel 24 casi y medio. Por cierto, contra el Alto Rey hemos tenido problemillas para poder con él, ¿eh? Vamos a pasar de estos. A ver. Sale como humo negro de ellos. Pero es por aquí, ¿no? Aldea. Esto es una aldea. Sí, es por aquí. Este humo negro no sé qué viene, pero si no se levantan... Nosotros tenemos cosas más importantes que hacer que cazar. No me digas. ¿Qué pone? Imposible escalar. Pues qué guapo esto, ¿no? Entonces es por aquí. Tiene que ser por aquí, pues. Sí, vale, pues volvemos sobre nuestros pasos. Por allí enfrente se puede ir también. ¿Qué hay aquí? Nah, vamos a ir al objetivo principal. Vamos a conocer al líder de esa aldea. Y a ver si subimos un poquito la reputación con los insulares, porque últimamente, ya os digo, hemos perdido un montón. Prácticamente todo lo que hemos avanzado, haciendo misiones secundarias, y esto, y ayudando a Siora y demás, pues se ha ido un poco a tomar por culo todo ese esfuerzo. Me sabe mal, pero bueno, ¿qué le vamos a hacer? Ahora sí. Ahora sí que estamos yendo para allá. No me atacaréis, ¿verdad? No, no me atacan. Perfecto. Si cada vez que llego a una aldea nueva, voy con bastante cuidadito. Aquí hay un mercader insular y aquí hay un puntito de habilidad. Y por esto es bueno explorar. Yo no estoy explorando mucho porque tampoco me quiero volver loco a dar vueltas por ahí, la verdad. Yo quiero disfrutar de la historia y que también vosotros tengáis una serie más amena. Por lo menos ir avanzando bastante en la historia en cada episodio, porque si me pongo a dar vueltas, puf, te puedes tirar muchas horas por aquí. Vamos a hablar con el mercader, a ver si vende algo interesante. Hola.
Look at all this. Surely there is something that you would like to trade.
A ver qué vende. Nada mal, ¿eh? Calidad 83. Está bien. Está bien, pero... nosotros tenemos mejores cositas, ¿eh? ¿Y esto? Loción, mortuoria, antes del ritual funerario de los insulares. Bueno, ya sabemos que este vende algo para la misión. ¿Cómo llegó ahí arriba todo esto? ¿Por ahí se puede subir? Ah, sí. No había visto esta subidita. Espero que sea simpatiquete, porque como tengamos que hacer milagros para convencerle, lo llevamos claro. Hola, señor.
I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugaid Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were on Almanawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here on Almanawi?
I'm the bearer of bad news. Vinbarr, your High King, is dead.
Ande Voshtire. He was a great king, and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tiefradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaise brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past, and chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become Hoi King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaise humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enonmiel Frichteman in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
Your clan has not given me many reasons to trust you. But if you prove my suspicions wrong, I will help you. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
Not long ago, we clashed with your clan. Your people said that the forest belonged to them and prevented us from entering. We spoke with your Lady Morange, and we almost came to an agreement. Then an elder from my village poisoned 3 woodcutters. That stopped the discussions. The old man responsible for the deaths must be punished, I agree. But not by your people. Not until we are sure we can trust you. There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaise came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
Pues oye, me gusta. Me gusta este señor, la verdad.
Goodbye, Dunkas.
Dunkas parece como el punto intermedio, ¿no? O sea, no se niega en rotundo a que nosotros estemos aquí, pero tampoco es tonto y es capaz de perdonar y de razonar. A ver, ve a la mina abandonada, lo tenemos marcado, ¿vale? Vamos para allá. Parece que es capaz de razonar. A ver, esto me está confundiendo. Porque entro aquí. Ah, vale, no me confunde, no. Es que hemos de ir por aquí, que no hemos pasado nunca. Vale, vale, vamos para allá. Por lo que os decía, me parece muy sensato porque Huyan ya hemos visto que es capaz de traicionar, solo le importa lucrarse y vivir bien, que tampoco es nada malo dentro de lo que cabe, pero lo veo muy desmesurado, bajo mi punto de vista. Y la otra, Derdre, lo único que busca es prácticamente expulsarnos o no sé, es como más firme, más de voy a la guerra por cualquier cosa. Entonces, pues no sé, yo creo que la mejor decisión es Dunkas, ¿no? A mí por lo menos es el que más me llama la atención y vamos a ayudarle. Por eso voy a hacer esta misión de las minas. Y aparte que me parece justo también, pues que dejen en paz la mina, ya que estaban en conjunto con los insulares, ahí sacando cosas, o sea, sacando materiales, pero coño, si han quedado que no van a explotar más la mina y la cerraron, pues ¿por qué la reabren otra vez y no cumplen con su promesa? Claro, a mí eso no me parece bien, la verdad. Entonces, pues bueno, vamos a la mina abandonada y vamos a solucionar todos estos problemas. Espero que sea breve, que no me tenga que cargar a nadie. Sé que estoy pidiendo mucho conforme estoy viendo todo, pero esperemos eso, que no haya que hacer nada así. Oh, aquí tenemos un campamento. Lo pillamos. Wop. Perfecto. Y aparte que yo que sé, apenas hemos jugado, bueno, nunca hemos venido a esta parte de la zona del mapa, así que propiedad privada.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
A ver. Ah, ya está. Pero... A ver. Y me echan. ¿Y dónde tengo que ir yo ahora? Es que fijaos, no me sale ningún objetivo más. Ve a la mina abandonada de la región para evaluar la situación. ¿Esta ha sido la evaluación? Ah, vale.
These Renagse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Ah, vale. Espía la actividad de la mina. Ya decía yo, estaba en plan, joder, pues si no tenemos ningún objetivo más que hacer. No sé, me he quedado un poquito...
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those crazy fools have reopened this mine.
The Monisinaga. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Corsillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Vale. Pues eso, esperemos que este señor no esté al tanto de lo que está ocurriendo y así que venga, ponga orden y todos tan amigos como antes. Porque como lo sepa y le tengamos que chantajear o algo así, verás tú qué risa. ¿Dónde hemos de viajar? Ah, a Nueva Serín. Es que no recuerdo quién es... Courdillon. No me acuerdo de quién es, la verdad. Es que yo con los nombres...
They will most likely ask for services in exchange, but I'm convinced that you will know what to do. The prince was clever. You have the words of a diplomat and the face of a native.
If only there was a way to be certain of the results of this vote. We would only need to convince one.
There is way more at stake in this election than your encounter with Enormir Flichtemann. It will decide the fate of my people, and it may even decide the fate of yours, because every king and every queen has their own opinion when it comes to Dir and Agse and what should be done. Once elected, they will decide, and we will follow. If they...
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and the Coin Guard. Quite brazen, isn't it? That they would send us an emissary after having tried to assassinate me.
The commander must have a solid reason.
That's what I hope. Your Excellencies, we're listening.
San Mateus has been sustaining particularly violent assaults. Our soldiers are exhausted. Soon it will be the inhabitants who will pay the price.
And of course, it is on their behalf that you dare to come find me.
The commander was hoping that, in the face of such a threat, you would forget our past differences.
Oh, how sensitive of him.
Sire, Hikmet is under attack as well. We are almost certain that this is a new maneuver of the islanders. Governor Burren is hoping that you will accept to send him your cousin as well as some troops.
My heart truly bleeds at hearing such tales. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No. I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We are so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to him.
Sí. Eso está diciendo con la mente. Vale, pues tenemos más misiones todavía. A ver un momentito. El ataque de San Mateus y el ataque de Hikmet. Vale, tenemos que ayudar en las dos. Un nuevo Alto Rey y también estamos haciendo esta secundaria para conseguir el favor de esto, del único rey insular, pues al que no hemos tenido contacto con él todavía. En fin, gente, lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí. Espero que os haya gustado el episodio de hoy. Ahora acabamos de recibir un montonazo de misiones y de cosas que hacer, así que ya iremos viendo, pues, qué tal va todo. Nos vemos, gente. Chao.